Today on Moe's Toy Room, we're going to unbox from NECA and Real Toys. Here comes the Munsters Ultimate Herman Munster. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Moe's Toy Room, come from My Room Tours. And today we're going to take a look at from NECA and Real Toys. Here is Rob Zombie's version of the Munsters, the Ultimate Herman Munster. This is available right now at your local Targets. This is in Wave 2 of the Target NECAHAUL-A-THON event that they are doing. Targets all over the place. So this thing's even going international. So head to your local Target, go to the collector section. If they are not there, then they will more than likely have an end cap somewhere, either in the front or back of your toy aisles around there. And you should see them there. There's just a lot of just strange stuff just popping up, like a gremlin spider and just weird stuff, a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. But this baby is in Wave 2. You can see how his face expression looks right there. He looks, to be honest, it took me a few takes to do this because I was laughing so hard at how he looks right there, because he looks like he's either talking to somebody or in a meeting, right? And he has to take a crap really bad and he's trying just to smile just to make it through the conversation before he's gonna run to the toilet. That's what I get from this, and I just can't stop laughing at it. It's just so funny. But that's how the Munsters are. They just, you know, bring you to life. They just make you laugh, and they always keep you on the edge of your seat. And I think I love this version of Herman Munster. It's updated for today. A lot of people don't get it, you know, because they're saying, oh yeah, the Munsters. Well, then you really weren't a Munsters fan. I watched the Munsters as a child. I don't know if I was the biggest fan of it. I used to watch them in black and white, but they were always fun to watch, and you got to modernize it somehow. And if there's anybody that knows the Munsters, it's going to be Rob Zombie. He is a huge diehard fan of it, and I don't think that he's going to do it all bad. You know, I think he brought them back to life. So people are talking about the Munsters again, and this is one that I had to have, so I went out and got it. You can see the side of the box right there. Munsters written all over this thing. I like the way it looks. You can see Herman on the back of the box. Loving it all the way. This thing tends to bring a record, his novel, interchangeable head and hands. You can see others that are coming very soon, and I can't wait to get that Sherry Moon Zombie version of Lily Munster. Yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that one. That is going to be a nice figure, guaranteed. And right here you have the Munsters just written all over this. And to me, I picked this up because it is going to look good with my Zombo figure. So if you have not seen my Zombo review, you might want to check that out in my library. You can see the inside of the box right there. Herman Munster just looking in his glory with the right diorama, right display. That's how you can get your Herman to look. Little dark inside right there, but he's in there. You have your record, you have the novel, you have Herman, interchangeable hands. Looks like it has 4 different hands, and the 2 he has on. And he has that one just heck of funny looking face expression. Either one is just funny as hell. But yeah, let's get to it, folks. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape. Herman Munster's checking in from bottom of foot to top of head at around 8.5 inches tall, which is a little over 20.5 centimeters. All right, so Herman tends to bring some things. So first off, he brings an alternate head. You can see they did a good job on that. I like the paint scheme. I like the way this looks. This will be a hard paint job to match. So yeah, very tricky. I like the way that this looks. I bet you this thing would look good with a black light. You can see that. He tends to bring some alternate hands. He has a fist. He has this hand here. This is the way they did the nails. All his hands are always on a hinge, so wow, this one's a little stiff. Yeah, there you go. But they all have that. They're all on a hinge, so you could see that. 2 more alternate hands. Actually, he's supposed to bring like 2 different fists, and I'm showing you. So he You can see that. But this is the way it was supposed to be, folks. So 2 fists. And then it was 2 extra hands. One, I'm assuming, to hold the record. So you could probably just put that in like that. And yeah, it's going to hold it. And he brings a record. So there you have it. The record. And I'm assuming that maybe the other one is probably for the book. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. So he brings a book. You can see that. And of course, we have Herman Munster himself. Look how good this looks. It looks really good. Like the way that this looks. Very nice. You're wondering how he compares to other NECA figures. Here is the NECA Frankenstein, the Universal Monsters. Yeah, he seems a lot larger, huh? And I put him with the Lon Chaney, the Wolfman. Yeah, this version is very big. He's a pretty big dude. So I think NECA nailed it. That's how he looks, but he looks good in the lineup. So when we get the rest of them, and even Zombo was a big figure. So when we get the rest of them, yeah, they're gonna fit just perfect. So don't be alarmed at that. Okay. Also, I got a Ultimate Dracula. The Bela Lugosi version of it is probably going to come up after this video. So I'm going to film that one right after this. I have the NECA Dracula also. But let's get back to Herman. You can see him right there. Look at how good his face looks. Real cool. I like the expression. This dude's pretty damn funny. So give him a turn. They have some really big platforms too. So let me see if I can lower that a little bit. Yeah, if we can see more. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's a pretty big dude. Look, they even gave you as far as like where they're trying to pin his stuff together and everything. NECA did a great job. It's all over it. All right. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. But, okay. So let's go right here. Maneuver that up a little bit. Head will look down. Yeah, it's cool because he has like a head and neck joint. You can see the neck right there like that. So it's going to be his head and the neck too, which is also on its own like ball joint, which is cool. So, and then hits that Michael Myers. Ooh, that looks real good. Look at that. And you could even get it even more if you wanted to, where he looks real twisted. Like, really? Man, I have a slight kink in my neck. And obviously his head can spin around. I like the way that the bolts look on the side of his head. So you can line those up. Looks really nice. I'm digging this. That's about what I'm getting for the raise of bolt arms. You can see right there. Are they on? Is there a bicep swivel? I'm not feeling one. So I think it's just bulkiness of this figure is what they're giving us. Single jointed elbows. You can see that. Other is on a single. But I think that the swivel is going to be at the elbow. And sure enough, it is. So that way you can pick it up high, right? So the swivel is going to be right here, and the rotation is going to get you right there. Same as the other arm is going to have that. Pardon my fingers, folks, but this is how it is when you are reviewing it and you're standing behind the camera right here, trying to give you the best shot I can. And right here, he has swivel at the waist. Also, he has good ab crunch. I'm not sure as to what he got under here, if he has another swivel under his chest, but that was the waist one. But with all this garment on, you really can't get anything out of that part. But right here, you got a soft molded plastic. Very nice, very convenient. Looks like one piece goes from here all the way up over the shoulders. So there you have it right there. So you could take your Herman apart if you want to try to do that. to see if he has another swivel rotation or there. I am not going to do it because I do not want to break the figure. But yeah. But anyway, right here, his hips. He has really good hip movement, so his hips don't lie. And then that's what I'm getting for his stretch. Yeah, he's stiff. Brand new figure, so yeah, I think that NECA's going to do some reuse with a lot of these parts because this is a whole new sculpt right here and it looks really good. So they would be foolish not to do it. So he has swivel rotation at the knee. You can see that. You could get his feet to turn however. They even got the stitching on the inside right there. You can see that, how that looks. Real good, and the platforms just deck it out. So definitely really nice. Single hinge on the knee. Bends very good. So this needs a little bit more stiffer. And then as far as the platforms, here's a tricky one. I was wondering how it was going to be. And yeah, he can get them to go down and up. They're very stiff, so be careful not to break your Herman Munster. And then also he has some tilt rocker. And that's what we got there on our Herman Munster. All right, so here's our Herman Munster with album in hand, like as if he's looking at it with his tongue out, just saying, yeah, should I buy this thing or not? Looks pretty cool. You can see how that looks. Definitely, this figure just makes you laugh. It just brings joy. That's the way I feel with it. So here's how he looks with book in hand. I left the other alternate hand in with the album to show you that he does hold it very tight. Same with the book. So you can get some really good photo ops with this guy if you wanted to. But I like the way that this looks. And he tends to stand from all angles. I got him even on a tiptoe right there. And he's just balancing on the 1 foot very easily. So here is our Herman with fists on. These fists seem a little small, but they could be, it could just be me. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, you compare the two. So yeah, you can let me know what you think on that. If the fists are small or not. I'll show you how it would look with the open hand. So no, it's about scaling about right. But yeah, it just looks weird. But anyway, here's your Herman Munster. Like, you want to knuckle up, punk? Yeah, you better keep your eyes off my girl. But anyway, yeah, that's how he looks there. Yeah, look at how this looks. This thing looks right. Yeah, but there's our Herman Munster right there. All right, folks. So what I forgot to include was that NECA also put in a backdrop. So they do this with mostly all their figures, and this even brings this figure out more to life. So there you have it right there. That's how your Herman Munster could look with this backdrop. Very nice piece. Yeah, for $34.99, you really can't go wrong with this figure because it's just a nice piece. All right, folks, so all in all, is a figure worth it? I think so, and I can't wait for them to make the rest of them. So far we are Herman Munster, we are Zombo in, now we're waiting for 2 more, so I can't wait to get my hands on the Lily Munster one when it comes out. It's going to obviously be nice. We all know that any Rob Zombie, for some reason, Rob Zombie characters tend to move up in price. If you're looking at this as an investment, you could just research on eBay as to how much House of a Thousand Corpses figures are going for nowadays. The Devil's Rejects figures are going for nowadays, especially the Rob Zombie Michael Myers from Halloween, how much those are going for. Even those masks are just outrageous in price. So, but yeah, I think that these are going to be the same. That's why I jumped all over it. Some can tell you different stories. Some can say whatever they want. But you know what? This is my show, and I'm going to tell you my opinion of it, of what I think. I think this is a good investment for a long-term thing, or just a good showpiece just to have on your shelf. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, so that way you know when your next video like this one hits. Follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. It's MOE'S TOYS, MOE'S Toys on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok too. We got a few videos up there, Moe's Toy Room. And right here on YouTube, folks, we are Moe's Toy Room. So from Moe's Toy Room to yours, everyone. Good night.